Hi, I'm Tomi Koivusaari from AMORPHIS. Well, of course it's a bit exciting, but I'm glad that it's finally gonna be out, because it was already like mixed 1 year ago, so I've been just waiting for it to come out, so it's good that I can concentrate to other things as well, and the future things and things like this. But of course it's exciting. It's first time to me to put like something which is almost totally mine. Well, yeah, the first idea was to put it out like 10 years ago, but of course I didn't have it wasn't ready, and I just had some ideas, and I couldn't decide which direction I should go, because my musical taste is so quite wide. So, but now when I just realized that I'm not gonna trying to do any kind of style, but just like different kind of songs. And now, of course, when COVID hits and we had a lot of free time, the inspiration came again. So I finalized some of the songs and did some new stuff as well. So it was kind of good therapy at the same time, and I'm glad I used that free time for this. I think every member have their like own projects and own like a lot of songs which are not like fitting to AMORPHIS shape. So that's. I think Esa was the first one who did it, and of course that kicked a little bit others' asses. Like, okay, we can do that. But I've been thinking this, like I said, like over a decade. So this, I don't know. Without COVID, I don't know if I had any time for. Nino is a very old friend of mine and Esa's as well, and Nino have a studio, Sonic Pump, quite near where I live, and so I didn't decide it because of Esa did, but Nino was like the friend of mine who are I know very well, and I wanted some like outsider ears to produce it with me, and of course Nino had a studio, so it just happened. So it wasn't like purposely that it's same than Esa, but I think our stuff is very different anyway, and so you can hear it like Nino wasn't like involved in a musical way that much. I don't know, I have a lot of stuff which are not fitting to AMORPHIS, so that's why I have like my hard drives are full of riffs and some song ideas which are like I started to like build, and then I always think like, what is this for? Like it doesn't fit to AMORPHIS or any other project that I have. So that's why when I started to plan this album, I just went through all my hard drive sessions. Like there's a lot of stuff, and the 10 first songs, like I was getting like excited a little bit. I started to work with, so I didn't think it too much, because in that moment I already made a decision that it can be like very different kind of songs with different singers, with different languages. So I didn't have any pressure. I think there's every song in this album have like the pair, and normally when I'm doing some song I have like Pro Tools session. Normally when that song ends, I already have like idea what I'm hearing in my head, like how the next song should like sound like if it's an album. So normally my one song session is there's always 2 songs. So same in this album as well. So, but it wasn't purpose. So I did fight quite a lot, like the final song order to album, because it wasn't easy. Easy because it's so different kinds of songs. So I had to decide if it starts like heavy and then there is like softer elements, or if it's soft and then there's heavy things. So many things I have to think. But I'm pretty happy this flow as it now, because it's, I don't know if it could get any better. Even I tried. Yeah, that's why I added the one like instrumental song to the last E-side song to put it like a little bit down, and when the next song starts from B-side, it's like again like. Well, I think it's in a press release because when we did that interview for that, and I mentioned that the first time I got this idea when I was studying sound engineering or like movie things. That was the first time I started to think about releasing solo album, and that idea was like make it like instrumental maybe, and different kinds of song, and it could be like soundtrack for some movie. So that was the first kick for this project. So I think it affects, I think a lot of like when I play guitar or adding some extra things, I think a lot of like the atmosphere and what kind of emotions it leads and it has. So I think that's part of the sound engineering as well. So maybe that way. Well, I think it just happened very naturally. Like when some of those like atmospheric guitar things are like taken from the demo, actual demo when I was working on the songs, and if you try to do those again like better like in a studio, it never worked out, so that's why I use those original recordings for that. So it's just like some things because I recorded every guitar, all the guitars I recorded in my like cabin place, like small home studio, and in the middle of the night, in the middle of winter. So it was just, I think there was some kind of bubble going on, and I was just like living those songs in a way, and couldn't see like any people at the COVID time. So it was, I just concentrate to those songs, one song at a time. So I didn't like plan to practice anything I have learned anywhere. It's more like feeling. Everything is recorded. Yeah. But I remake the like rhythm guitars and some solos, of course, and then we reamp it in a studio. But yeah, everything is like band playing, and also like the other band members. We did it in a Sonic Pump studio, so there's no like machines things. Well, I know all the guys like from before, and in this project particularly I was believing like intuition, like first who came to my mind, and that's how it was in this case as well. Like every member who's playing or in vocals are like the first what came to my mind, and I asked, and I'm glad that everyone agreed and they were up to this project. So yeah, Walter is like one of the best drummers in Finland, and so is Lauri, one of the best bass players for sure, and Loukku, I was just playing with his band's 20th anniversary shows, Idrias Bassford, just like replacing the guitarist, so we got to know each other a little bit more, and I like his way to play, like he's thinking more like the atmospheres and feelings than just trying to play fast or something like that. So that wasn't even came to my mind. I don't feel like I'm like there's a 15 years old young guys who are technically 100 times better than me. So, and I never actually liked the guitar as a sport. Yeah. So it was obvious to me to make like songs, and I play the style I play, but it wasn't supposed to be like any like showing how can I play guitar. So.
Yeah, is that like, because I think Esa said almost exactly the same thing about Silver League, but I'm just wondering, is that part of like the Finnish modesty kind of thing?
No, I think it's part of AMORPHIS as well. Like, we don't.
Yeah.
Well, when we started with AMORPHIS, we didn't have any guitar solos because we were thinking that it's too commercial thing at the time. But of course, when they appeared and as a melodic things, it's different, of course. But I think I like more like guitarists who are like slow hands, like David Gilmour, instead of like Yngwie Malmsteen. I don't find it like I don't
a bit too
get
much.
it. Yeah, I don't get anything from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of projects like not in a few years because we've been so busy with AMORPHIS, but I used to play like we have at one time I think I had 6 projects besides AMORPHIS, and I think you learn so much from playing like different kind of music styles, and you can use those in like AMORPHIS as well. So I think that's the best way to learn to play different kind of stuff with different people. So I think this is kind of combination as well. It doesn't have like every style I like or I can or like to play. It's just like I didn't think too much. It was like I was just going to that direction that felt good.
Do you feel like maybe in the future, is there a style in music that you would like to explore someday with your guitar?
I don't know. I don't have actually. I have, of course, it's fun to play different kinds of styles, but I don't have like any goals. It happens if it happens, and I think in every like musical style, I like players who are not actually playing that style, but a little bit breaking the rules. So. So we'll see what kind of project future will. When this started, I started to work on the songs, and I didn't have the idea yet to use different singers. I was playing the idea that maybe I do the crawlings to every song, but then it started to be like and I started to hear like in some song I heard what kind of vocalist it should be and what language it should be, and then I was like, okay, it's that guy, and then I was writing like, are you up to do this, and almost everyone said yes, so it just happened that way. So.
Was there somebody who you wanted on the record that didn't make it?
Well, there was only one, but that was like with the time schedules didn't meet, but I'm gonna, if I'm ever doing the second solo album, then I will ask him again, so I'm not telling it right now. But but every other are like first I was thinking. I think the song what Ismo Alanko is doing, the working title was Siekkarit, like Sieluveljet. It was the second band like in 80s, and I was 12, and that was the biggest thing maybe from Finland to me, and it still is Sieluveljet. So there was just something in that song, the main riff, that just I didn't think it too much, but it sounded a little bit like Sieluveljet to me. So that was like obvious. Okay, let's ask Ismo to do this. But most of the singers did their own. Like I didn't have anything to say. I didn't want to say anything. Like if they wanna write lyrics and make their own vocals, I didn't want to comment to that, because that's why I was asking them to do their own thing. So.
Yeah, that's quite interesting because, for instance, also the song with Marko Hietala, it was quite interesting to me because it was a bit out of context. Maybe that if I would have listened to it without knowing it's him, I wouldn't have maybe recognized it, even though he has such a recognizable voice. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think Yeah, I didn't like thinking it that way that okay, this song sounds like Nightwish or Tarot, let's ask Marco. But it was more like I was thinking it as a like individual song, but I just had about the singer's scale and how they're making their vocals normally. It was just like that feeling more.
Yeah.
Because I know Marco's been working with us and with AMORPHIS a lot, so I'm not. I can imagine what he can do, like other styles as well. I wanted to have Tomi because Tomi is, I think he's one of the best singers in Finland, and of course his friend. And for that song, I think that was the first thing I was thinking. It was Tomi, but Tomi actually said that maybe you should sing the half of it or the verses. So I did. So
Yeah, that's cool.
well, I was deciding it beforehand that I wanted to be like out from the box, not like typical heavy metal cover like Grey Forest or something. So I wanted to be like have different colors or something like that. And then I saw Perttu Saksa's photography, and he's been had some of these like photographs are like he did dead flowers, and they're very gloomy, and that was my idea to have maybe the dead flowers, and I didn't mention it to Sami Jamsen who took the pictures, but same day we were doing the photo shooting. He's told that his wife had the dead flowers, should we use those? And I was like, bling, yes, that was the original idea, but original idea wasn't that I'm gonna be there, but that was Sam's idea. So we took those pictures, and it looked good, so we decided to put it to the cover.
Yeah.
And also I like it because you don't actually know if the person there is dead or whatever happens there. So I think there's a lot of meanings, can be a lot of meanings in that cover as well. So. Well, actually, Jussi Alrot, old friend of mine, he was doing the lyrics besides some of the singers. But I think album title was something I was thinking of, like 500 hours. I couldn't make it, but then it just clicked like from the Heartrots. Then it's kind of like a little bit shorter version is Heartrot, so it just kind of came out, and I think it sounded immediately good. I was trying to think like very difficult album names with like 2 sentences, and everything felt like it's no, it's like blah blah blah. There wasn't any, so this was clicked immediately. So.
Yeah. In that sense, did you have a hard time finding like a name for this project, or did you already instantly know you just translate your name into Swedish?
I didn't, and I actually never like was playing an idea. I never like was thinking what my last name is in Swedish before like a year ago. And I was thinking maybe in Swedish, and I was Björkholm or BJØRKØ. Yeah. I think it was my wife actually who said that, and then I was thinking Björkö with the Finnish ös sounds a little bit more like Björk, of course, and I think it was cooler to put it like the Norwegian ös in that. So.
Yeah, well, I guess you're lucky with your last name because it fits very well.
Yeah, I think it sounds fun, and it's better than just my name, Tomi Koivusaari.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. And you can make a nice logo out of it as well.
Yeah, logo is made by Fintroll's guitar player Samuli.
Okay, cool.
And that was also like I asked. That was first guy who I was asking, and it came like this. Okay, it's there. Yeah, some of the singers I never met. Actually, I've met everyone beforehand. But I didn't know. So I was a little surprised. Like everybody said yes. So maybe it's because been in a industry so long and seeing each other there and there. And actually, like Jeff, I was doing guitars to his solo album 20 years ago, so he couldn't say no. So yeah, most likely only in the studio, because it would be a disaster to get everyone same time to same place. But I don't know if there's I hope not anymore any pandemic hits, but if there's time, maybe it could be fun to do. It was hard thing to do, but it was also, I was enjoying it too. Like I didn't have to compromise anything. I could do it like the way I wanted, and but I don't know if I have time. Second album could be nice, but of course my first thing is AMORPHIS, and if there is some free time for that, why not? But I have no idea what future holds. Now we have like a European tour, Finnish tour, and on spring we are going to have some South American tour. But at the same time we are starting to check the new song ideas. So I guess the next album will be out 25 or something. So already thinking of producer and booking the studio. Be open-minded if you listen to BJÖRKØ. There's a lot of different kind of stuff and styles, but hope you like it, and see you on AMORPHIS shows at least.